This is the ordering software that is made for customers so they can customize their products. So in this parts list, it will show the customizable option of no fuses in this instance, although you can add more, as we'll see later. It also provides a cost layout, and you can customize what pressures you want, what heating time you want, etc., etc. So once you hit OK here, it will show an order number there, and it will show which stations it's at and a progression through the order, because all the PLCs in this system are talking to this computer. So this is the first station. This is the lower casing for the Festo mobile phone that the system is creating. So as you can see, the lift is powered by pneumatics, and there's sensors detecting every position of it. There are two sensors, capacitive sensors, on the edges of each of the stations as well to detect when a carriage enters and leaves it. You'll see this is the second station. This is the worker or manual assembly station. So it requires you to assemble the circuit boards in the way that the product was ordered. So there are 4 different configurations you can have. There are either no fuses, like I just set there, 1 fuse in either position, or 2 fuses. This station is verifying that the worker has done his work right, as there's a camera on it. It's called the camera inspection station. So now the separator will come across the conveyor belt to then move this carriage off this first island. Next, it uses an AGV to take the carriage to the next island, and that uses a LiDAR to sense where it's going. So you'll see it's loading up now, and then it'll sense it's ready, the green light goes, and then it'll start its pathfinding software to find its way to the next station. Once the AGV has found out that it's docked and it's in the correct position, it will then move the carriage off, and then it will move around to the deployment of the upper casing for the product. So you'll see here the station is exactly the same as the lower casing dropper. It's just loaded up with upper casings. Same thing, there's all sensors around it, and it's all programmed very sequentially, so if anything fails, the whole system stops, and there are warning signs that come up on touch screens next to the respective stations. This is the penultimate station then. It presses down onto the upper casing to secure it with the lower casing, using 2 pneumatic muscles which are operating around 5 bar or 17 newtons. Again, this is all the sensors everywhere, so if anything fails, then the whole system will stop. This is just going into the heating station, which actually does bake it up to 37 degrees, lasting up to around 30 seconds. We'll see from the touch display now the actual temperature and the desired temperature, along with the required heating time. Now, these 2 variables can be customized in the ordering system, so every product can be different. Same as before, the separator will come across to push the carriage off this island and request the AGV to come and collect it. Once the AGV has collected the carriage, it can then drop it onto the first island again, and this is so it will go back round to the worker station so you can collect it and free up that carriage. The carrier entering the final station where the worker can remove the product from the production line ready for packaging. Prompted with this touch display to remove the product because that is now completed. He'll remove it and then press OK, and that has freed up that final carriage for new orders, and this is the final product. So you can see top and bottom casings are stuck together.